And here we are once again with this week's card pull. So we have card A, card B, and card C. Take a breath, allow your intuition to guide you. Are you going to be doing A, B, or C? And this week there may be two. I don't know why I get that message, but that's what I've been hearing. So even pick two. Okay. So these are card pulls. I choose the cards, I don't look at them, and then I will channel a message from the angelic collective called Sam and see what they have to say with us. And they always say that this is a vibrational experience. The words are a wonderful distraction. Okay, so we're going to start with card A today. So if you've picked card A, and this one is from Denise Linn's Sacred Forest card deck, the Sacred Forest Oracle. So this is the card, and check this out. Now, also, this week I'm invited to ask you to, while I hold the card up, you can pause the video and see what you see in the card. Let your intuition guide you as if you're reading the card for yourself. If you pulled this at home, just take a moment, take a look at the video. What pulls you? What draws? What pops into your head? Practice your intuition as well, not just relying on mine. Okay? Okay, so here's the card. Wood nymph, beauty. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Yes, 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 dear ones, dear ones. Oh, this is, a moment to pause. We know that you are expecting to hear from the angels this morning, and yet we are compelled to come forward now. Yes, this is the trees. We are the trees. We are the spirit of the trees. And we invite you this week, dear ones, if you have chosen us, for if you have chosen this card, you have chosen us. And we would invite you to take a moment to breathe in, to have appreciation for, yes. For this is the time of year that so many humans are engaging in gazing at us. For we are changing ever so quickly. We are turning colors. We are losing our leaves. We are blowing in the storms that are coming. For we, like you, stand tall and firm through the storms, through the changes. For we invite you now to see the beauty in the changes, for you can see the beauty in us as we change. Why is it that you are so adverse to seeing the beauty in your changes? For you are afraid or fearful or hesitant, anxious about changes in yourself, but you are like us, an energy that is in constant motion. Yes, yes. For you two are grounded, linked to each other. For you are able to see the beauty in another or in us, but you hesitate to look in the mirror and see the beauty for yourself in you. And this is our invitation. For do not spend all your time looking outward, even though we do love your gaze, but rather also look inward and see the beauty in you. For we can see it clearly. There is not one of you, not one human on the planet that we do not admire for their beauty. This week, we invite you, dear one, to look at yourself and see the beauty as you see in us. For we are you and you are us, and all is connected. All is the same. It is simply energy expressing in a different form. But as all energy, we too are changing constantly, and you too are changing constantly. For if you were to be stuck, you would get stale very quickly. confined, rather blow in the breeze. Allow the changes to occur, to shift, to flow. Mm. This is the time of year when much is in change. Allow it. See the beauty in it. Gaze in the mirror as you gaze at us. Revel in what you see in the mirror as you revel in our beauty. For you, dear one, are no less and no more than we are. Energy being expressed. We see your beauty, do you? Well, that was interesting. That's the first, I feel like thick is the only word I can think of. I feel very grounded. I feel very rooted. I feel very like my arms were heavy, like limbs. My yeah, and it was just this feeling of awe. Spirit of trees. Very cool. Okay. I never know what's gonna happen. I never know what's gonna happen. Okay, card number B. So if you chose B, then this is your card. And I chose the Moonology deck because the moon is changing, shifting. And this deck is by Yasmin Boland. Okay. Okay. Full moon, forgiveness. I think we had this one last week or a couple of weeks ago. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Hello, dear ones. Yes, we are, Sam. We are here. We are inviting you to, mm, this is a pausing invitation for we want to express the idea, we want to bring forth the concept or the paradigm that forgiveness is simply a human construct because forgiveness implies that something went wrong, that there is a need that there was a thought, that there was a thought that something went awry, that something is not in order of what it should be or shouldn't be. And we can guarantee you that only humans think that there is a should or should not. And if you were under the impression or of the belief that everyone and everything is doing the very best it can in any given moment, then what is there to forgive? For even if somebody would commit a transgression against you, or they would take an action that was not in alignment with your wishes, well, are they or are they not doing the very best they can in that particular moment? Now, we understand that, as the saying goes, you may have been hurt or whatever as a child, but as an adult, it is your responsibility to heal. Yes, we agree with that. And some people do not even have the wherewithal or the tools or the education or the time to look for the tools. And some are so ingrained in what they have as a belief system that they do not understand your concept of what they did is wrong. This may be, now this may not be, this may be free will run amok. And we do not deny that that does occur on your planet. But we would invite you to just dive into this whole paradigm of forgiveness and judgment, for they are two sides of the same coin. So if you are judging someone enough, including yourself, dear one, then is there a need for forgiveness? For you are the one who judged it as wrong or bad. Now, we understand that there are many complexities to the humanness and everything that is occurring currently on your planet. Now, we are also under the guidance that perhaps everything is happening for the best of all. This is another judgment. Yes, for unconditional does not exist in human. No, it does not. Even though you would like it to, there is judgment, for good is also a judgment. If you judge somebody as doing something in favor of what you like or in accordance to your desires or wishes, then there is no need for forgiveness because you have judged them to be right. It is only when you judge something, including yourself, to be wrong that there is a need for forgiveness. This does not mm, negate the judging, for they are indeed two sides of the same coin. So it is not that we are inviting you this week that please forgive others and yourself, but rather we are asking that you dive into the whole idea and concept and paradigm of forgiveness and judgment. And where is it that you think that you are unable to forgive? For what have you judged unforgivable? And what have you judged forgivable? This is a bit of a mind bender, we understand, and it can be as complex or as simple as you desire. For some of you, you will dive into this inquiry, this exploration, and you will be up to your neck. And for others, you will wade in slowly and it will be perfect, for there is no judgment on our side. Yes, yes, both is perfect. Both is perfect. But this week, if you have chosen this card, we don't invite you so much to forgive or not forgive, but rather to just dive into what is forgiveness. Yes. And where am I judging that I think I need to or will not forgive? For it is the judgment that requires the forgiveness. We invite you, yes, dear ones, to have fun with this, to not put on your serious hat, but rather your curious hat for this exploration. Yes, yes, we do. Happy exploring, dear ones. Oh my God. Okay, that was funny. Yeah. And I got the feeling that for some, you might even dive into the deep end. I can feel that there are a few of you out there that will take this quite to heart, which is exactly what they want, but in a way that could actually unearth some like big stuff. So if that is the case, please be sure you have support. Please be sure you have friends or family or a therapist or whoever, but somebody to support you if you're going to dive into this for the big stuff. Got it? And if you take this at a curiosity, what if level, then have fun. Okay. Now we are going to do card C, which is from the Angels and Auras deck. I love this deck. Oh, excuse me. I have to put on my glasses to be able to read this one. Oh, wealth, opportunity, success, and manifestation. Shower of prosperity. Ooh, this is very different from the last one. Isn't this great? Again, pause the video. Take a look for yourself. What comes through? Allow your intuition to download. Practice your muscle, build your muscle of intuition. Okay. We would invite you, dear ones, yes, yes, to have the spirit of the dragon this week with you. For if you are like them, then you would hold the judgment, haha, of worthiness, that you are worth all the prosperity and all the abundance and all the manifestations that you desire, that you wish. Yes. Now, the key to prosperity and abundance and manifestations becoming into the 3D world is that you must create them from your thought. For everything begins as a thought and then progresses down the line to the manifestation in the 3D world. So first you must think it, because when you think something, then you feel it. First is the thought, then the emotion. When you feel it, if you can feel the happiness, the joy, the fulfillment in any moment, then that is what must occur after. The trick is that humans think that they must have something, the prosperity, the abundance, the new car, the girlfriend, the whatever it is to feel that way. But that is not true. Now, the funny thing is that when you feel that way, then the desire to have something physical in your hands or in your bank account dims. For you are already feeling the joy and the abundance and the divineness that you are. So the desires will lessen. It is much like if you could feel full in any moment, then you would desire food less, even if you did not have a full smorgasbord in front of you. But if you had the sensation of being full, then you would not be seeking out in a desperate manner food. Yes. So the same goes for your joy and your happiness and your abundance. For if you are feeling in any moment the abundance of life, the joy of life, the happiness that you are engaging with, then the desires that you thought were so important may lessen. They may not be as important as you thought. For now you are feeling the way that you wanted to feel. And you thought the only access point was to have the new car or the lover or a bank account with an abundance of zeros in the back. But rather it is what you are seeking is the feeling of the fullness, the feeling of the joy, the feeling of abundance. Yes. And once you feel that, then only those things that are truly aligned with who you are and what you are up to will occur. For you can take all the things that matter not to you off your list. Does this make sense? We hope so, dear one. For if you were to look at your very long list of wishes today, of things you would like to manifest in your life, and you boiled it down to, well, how would it feel to have those in my presence? Most of them would feel very similar or the same because you think that the having of it will trigger this feeling or engage this sensation, but rather the sensation, the feeling is what allows those things to show up. But we want to guarantee that if you feel joy, if you feel abundance, if you feel happy, then the things on your have or do list that do not align with who you truly are and what you are up to on the planet this time around, those things will not occur. However, perhaps there is something that is not on your list that does line up with who you truly are and what you are up to that will occur. So do not be so attached to your list that you knock yourself out of alignment with the feeling of joy and happiness and fulfillment and abundance and prosperity and love and all the wonderful things that are available and that you desire. For only the things that are aligned with you, not your neighbor, not your mother, not your father or your sister, but rather you. Those things that are in alignment with you will show up, whether they are on your list or not. And the things on your list that are not in alignment with you will not occur. No, no. So have fun, dear ones, in the feeling of it this week. Notice when you are feeling abundant, when you are feeling prosperous, when you are feeling love, when you are experiencing joy. And it does not require anything on your list. Happy hunting and happy feeling. Okay, that was like a power surge. I don't even know how to say it. Mm. My mouth always gets so dry. So it was literally like a power surge. And they kept showing me a list, like a really, like almost like Santa's nice and naughty list, like a huge long list. But the minute that I felt joy, that I felt that surge of energy, stuff on my list started to just evaporate, just to like vanish. Because I only wanted those because I thought that the having of them would make me feel this way. But if I can feel this way without the things on my list, then the things that are really in alignment with who I am and what I'm doing, only those things stay on the list. I hope that made sense. Okay, that is today or this week's card pull. So have a fabulous day. It was really an interesting download today. So they've been up to a lot of stuff. I love you guys. Have a fabulous week, and we will see you soon.